can't say for sure.
See? Why can't it be an interaction of a matter that
You see, I've made it so simple for you to understand what nothing is.
We're a propagation of matter.
I made it simple. I made it simple.
You can't say for fact that the universe came from nothing. We only know, we know that second.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this quick question. The nothing that I described, can it create anything?
كن سعيدا كن فريدا عش بفخر في الحياة لا تبالي فالمعالي بالتحدي لا سواه كن سعيدا كن فريدا.
I'm not interested in evolution anymore. When you talk about what evidence do I have how human beings are placed here, I'm saying the creator. No, I'm telling you,
and I've tried to explain.
my position is man was created by the creator.
Okay, how did man
It's a finger lens. It's a
God,
very expensive
the creator,
lens.
created man.
It's not a close-up.
God created from the materials within this
The
earth.
earth existed first?
Is anyone heckling
Then
now?
how did man get there?
God created from the material of the earth.
Do you believe he like literally molded them from clay?
From the materials of the earth, man was fashioned. And then,
How can you prove that? What's your evidence for that?
how can I prove it? It's because if I can prove that God exists, then I can prove that
Basically,
God...
if this light is flashing,
look at the way
battery
you can
low,
prove something.
if this
Because
anything
you
flashing,
fail
that
to
means
prove
check the mic.
evolution from any evidence. I provide evidence from the Quran. The Quran is the revelation from the Creator. If I can prove that to you, then if the Creator tells us that man was fashioned from the earth and God animated man with life, then that's my evidence.
You can't prove that man was put on the earth by God.
One second. Just put it
I'm saying God created everything on this universe.
How can you can't prove that. You can't prove that man was magically created by...
It's not magically. So let's talk about the universe. Is the universe
process was used for
is the universe created by the creator that I'm saying? The answer is yes. The universe could not self-create because at one point it wouldn't exist itself. Anything that doesn't exist by itself cannot create itself at one point when it was nothing. So the universe didn't self-create. The universe could
That's
not...
not actually known for a fact.
Sorry?
I think I explained to someone else. There is actually recent studies
Of what?
of science. Do you know about what quarks are?
What?
Quarks.
Quarks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Microscopic particles.
Quarks.
Yeah, quarks.
Yeah.
Quarks, sorry.
Quarks.
You know, they've observed that they can spontaneously come from nothing, often in pairs.
That's not true. Things
That's what
don't...
they've observed.
I'll tell you what they've observed. They've observed a state of transformation from one state to the other. Because if there were nothing to begin with, there will be nothing all the time. Anything like a particle, yeah, whether it's heptons, gluons, leptons, any of, within the quantum physics that you talk about, particles or subparticles that we're talking about, if there were nothing to begin with, non-existent, then they will always remain non-existent. They cannot come into existence. Because to come into existence means what? Energy involves some kind.
It's 85.
Well, listen. You have been misled by...
You can't say for a fact
No,
that matter can't come from...
I am telling you, you have been misled by Professor Lawrence Krauss. Am I right?
I'm just crying. I'm getting another
You don't
one
know
coming.
him? Have you heard of him?
Yeah, my one is coming. It's 35.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Right.
Going at.
He's the one who's going about saying the universe came from nothing.
It's an atheist thing.
Right? But the fact of the matter is, the universe didn't come from nothing. It came from an object where quantum fluctuation can occur. That means there wasn't nothing, there was something already. So if you have nothing, that nothing cannot transform itself into something. It can't. Because it's the sorry?
You can't say that for absolute certainty.
What is nothing? What is nothing?
A complete, absolute vacuum.
No. Nothing is the absence of everything.
Yes, exactly.
So this everything includes quantum fluctuation, includes quarks, includes energy, space, time, everything that you can think what a thing is. So if I tell you about what do the rocks dream of? These rocks, what do they dream of?
I wouldn't answer that. I would say that they're not biological. They don't have any conscious thought.
What do they dream of? I said dream of nothing.
Yeah.
Can that nothing make this universe?
that's a okay. You're using a different analogy there.
No, I'm telling you what nothing is.
Analogy.
No, I'm telling you what nothing is. You are now abusing the word nothing and you're saying, oh, this nothing is nothing when it's something. That's an abuse of language.
Not to be pedantic, that's a different type of nothing. That's
No,
to
no,
say
no.
no.
Nothing
things.
means no thing. So don't abuse and say that thing which is something is nothing.
But you're talking in a. You're not talking in a physical sense. You're talking in a.
I am saying this nothing that the rocks dream of, can they create our universe?
You're talking in a philosophical.
Not philosophically. Do you not understand something and nothing in English language?
Yeah.
Good. So that nothing that the rocks dream of, can it create the universe?
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
You don't understand what I'm saying.
A physical interpretation of nothingness is the absence of everything. Like you can't, even in deep space, there's deep particles.
So there is something there. So can nothing create our universe?
That's not known for certain. That can't be known for certain.
Listen. If I've explained to you to help you understand what nothing is by using the rock example,
This is based on the fact that the Big Bang Theory is 100% true as a proof.
do you know how many models there are of the universe's creation? Big Bang is one of them.
But what's misunderstood is that it's a vast expansion. It's not an explosion. It's not a magic
Big
force.
Bang is not the only model for our origin of our universe. There are many other competing models. Some of them are better than the Big Bang. So what I'm saying is this. The nothing that I described to you, for you to understand what I mean by nothing, can this nothing be the cause of our universe?
Well, what's to say that the matter that makes up the universe? This is the thing, you can't say for sure.
Why couldn't it be an interaction of the matter that created the matter that became...
You see, I've made it so simple for you to understand what nothing is.
We're a propagation of matter.
I made it simple. I made it simple.
You can't say for fact that the universe came from nothing. We only know the fact that the second
Okay. Okay, let me ask you this quick question. The nothing that I described, can it create anything? Anything?
nothingness, absolute nothingness, as far as physics goes, on the Earth, no.
Good then. Our universe could not have come from absolute nothingness.
What's to say the universe, the matter in the universe hasn't existed for eternity?
Good. So you now go to the second alternative options rationally, that the universe has to come from something that existed always.
And what was that existed always?
Good question. What could it be? Could it be just matter, or could it be something other than matter, like the creator?
How
The
could it
creator,
create?
what is the creator? What is this
How could
creator?
it create?
There has to be something always.
Okay. What I will ask
No. You have to have this inference, my friend. The only inference that you have is there has to be something that exists always. Either this something is conscious or not conscious.
But was the creator like us, a human being?
No, of course not.
So the creator, what form? What does the creator look like? What was
Totally
the-
unlike us. Totally unlike
Have
anything.
you got any idea what he looked like?
Totally unlike it. Totally unlike everything.
But from your theory,
I just told you.
Right, so totally unlike everything. Okay, you've answered that. So it's totally unlike anything. So we're basing, right? Okay. So we're basing. So yes, clearly unique. We're basing something that is so-called unique. So are we talking about wizardry, supernatural? What are we talking about?
Okay, let me go back again. This universe could not come from absolute nothingness. The only rational God never came. God was always in existence. That is the conclusion.
God was never created. So there's no creator for the creator.
No. Look.
That's the
enough dimension.
Looking at, like, you're not looking at it logically. We are saying this universe.
Come from? If there's nothing.
Your
at the start and it's created-
your question doesn't follow from what I'm saying. I am saying, if our universe exists now, if we exist now, there cannot be any time in the past where there was absolute nothingness. There has to be always something.
Something.
Yes, always. Because if there was always something and at one point there's absolute nothingness, the result would be absolute nothingness.
But we don't know what
But
that
the fact,
something was.
but the fact that we are something means there has to be eternally, always something in the past. Now, what are the options now?
By that logic, the universe is eternal because you can't go back.
Listen,
Eternally.
if the universe is eternal, then you should explain now how does the universe do things within itself? Is it consciously doing things with the will, or is doing things unconsciously?
Processes, gravity.
Physical processes that is in the universe. How did it arise?
Well,
inherent within the universe of a conscious entity called the universe, or unconscious thing that came in and gave rise to
The
this
universe
world?
isn't conscious as a being, as an entity.
Okay.
It's not
So
conscious.
this
It could be a process. It's a process that could create the Earth.
that
It doesn't have
process
to be
we're labeling
something.
that
It
process
doesn't have to be something
that
that we have
process
to
came from
submit
where?
to.
What do you
It
mean?
doesn't have to be a
just
creator
is,
in
right?
our form that's like a king
It
on
just
a
is.
castle.
Listen to your conclusion.
Process can be a
This process, this process.
chemicals and
Billions and billions.
particles and
We don't know what would
we
have
are
happened.
biological
Just
processes.
be-
We have sperm and egg and
Yeah, just because we don't know doesn't mean that we can.
that you're asserting.
No. I am saying, look, there's two options.
it's not about we have a process.
The universe has always been there,
Where's the submission to this creator?
or the creator who created the universe.
Why do we need to submit to this?
Right? We can talk about this in another time, right? No. We can talk about this, but now we have two options. The universe has always been there, matter is eternal, or what created this universe has always been there. Okay, two options.
No, but you can't. Okay, my point is.
What other options are there?
Okay, what
Tell
I'm
me.
saying is. You
What
don't
other
have-
options are there?
Okay, the other option. What I'll say, your option of having an eternal creator, yeah,
He has a
that existed before the
disciplinary
universe existed,
principle.
yeah, that's not possible because to go back to when the universe began, he's always been there for eternity. You can't go back to the start of eternity.
submit to a
So
process.
he's always existed. That means the universe would have always existed, surely. So okay, so what? We came into existence a few billion years ago. So that point in time was just infinity from when God was around. Is that what you're saying?
Our universe
submit to
had
this God, you realise.
our universe. No, you're conflating several points here. Our universe had a point of origin, and that origin, as far as we know,
The rest of
We
it's
don't
all
know
a
that
load
for a
of
fact. We know at the Big Bang there's very fast expansion.
2017 Britain
Massive
to an
expansion,
entity you
massive-
cannot see.
But the thing is, we can only see so far. We
This is
can't
all
see,
waffle.
you know,
It's frustrating.
quadrillions, quintillions of light years away.
No, but no,
That's
he
not
can't know, he
possible.
can't know.
You know, our observable universe is a sphere of how far we can possibly see light from the Earth. That's my point. You can't see further than that. You don't know what's further than that. What's to say that the universe isn't working in a waveform and that vast expansion was created from a point of infinite density coming outwards?
and that infinite density is always there, right?
Not infinitely, so a massive density coming outwards. What's to say that wasn't the Big Bang and that's going to happen again? It's like the universe works in a huge scale of
So,
ways.
so you believe in
I don't get the submission.
I don't
lo-
believe for a fact.
no,
in
no.
any-
What you
one
what?
has
No,
any
There are different theories that show
look. There's two options: either matter or a conscious entity that created this universe.
you can't have a conscious entity that
No, look. Two options, right? Logical options.
Waffling around the whole big town.
What makes sense? All this universe that we see within our cosmos, when we see evidence of design and precision, and we see the engineering within our universe.
we are designed to that.
Excuse me, please. I want to give you two options. One. We'll talk about this in a later. But we want to establish that whether there is a creator. You see, you're jumping the gun. You're saying, okay, let's agree and accept there's a creator. Why do you have to submit it? Do you agree that there's a creator that exists?
But you're submitting to it.
No, do you agree that creator
You're the
exists?
shopkeeper. You're the one selling the.
It's like, you know,
You've created the story of a God.
Excuse me, listen,
I'm not creating
listen,
the
listen.
story of God. You've created the God.
you are
You've
asking
created
a
the
question
God.
like this. Tell me the father of Santa Claus that doesn't exist.
God. Has he not created
Why are you demanding?
I haven't created the God. You've created the God.
My friend,
You're the salesman in
why
the shop.
are you
selling me
demanding,
the God.
listen,
God,
why are you
thank you.
demanding to know the father of Santa Claus which you believe doesn't exist? If Santa Claus doesn't
You're
exist,
saying it does.
why do you
I'm
demand?
fascinated why you think he does.
I can talk to you on the level where you accept it. If you don't accept it, there's no point. It's a futile exercise.
But what you're doing is a premise is that you're telling me that you're the salesman, okay? You're the one who
I'm not the
created
salesman.
God. For me,
I am just
you
simply,
created it.
I am
I
just
think it's
simply
man-made up, I think you
engaging
made it
with
up.
you
It's
to come to the right
created by man.
conclusion that
So
there is a
that's my
creator.
angle. So
Because
I'm saying
your
you can
options
say
are,
it's not. He's not
okay,
telling me why I'm wrong.
two options: matter, inanimate, unconscious, with no will, or something which is a conscious, willing agent. The universe demonstrates the actions of what? The actions of something that put design and precision and order in the universe, or an actions of matter which has no consciousness, has always been there, with nothing to program or engineer or to design or to make things coherent and orderly and precise, created this universe.
But we're
Which
not
makes,
coherent
hang on,
with design.
which
We're
makes
not
sense by
coherent
looking at the
with
observable
design.
evidence.
The design is not perfect. There's disabled people. There's people born without brains. The whole creation process has failings. It has failings.
Has always existed.
It has
What I'm
failings.
saying,
It's
if you look at, no, I go into two options. One option is
have a right to
the universe came with its laws within itself, how complex and yet harmonious and organized and precise they are, from no designer, no organizer, no intelligence, or from an intelligence. Which one makes sense? If I give you a camera and I said, you know what, that camera, I have two options. One is from an intelligent designer, and listen please, I want you to see how you make logical, rational conclusions. If I give you an object like a camera, which is designed clearly, it tells you it's to be made by Lumix, is it? Or Canon, right? Yeah?
Canon
So,
is the best, not Lumix.
if I tell you two options, this came about by no designer, where there is no conscious processes involved, there is no intelligence involved, there is no engineering involved. It just, let me finish. It just happened that.
We can prove that.
Excuse me, listen.
We can prove that.
Try to understand the argument, because you're not understanding the argument. And the other alternative is it came from an intelligent being, an entity, an intelligent being that has knowledge and wisdom. Listen, listen.
You're creating God.
You can have a camera made by robots, and the robots made by humans. So you can have a camera made by robots.
Creator is something that we just cannot
Excuse me.
understand.
Can we have cameras made by robots and assembled by robots?
Probably now you can, probably, yes. Yes, you probably can.
Wait. Can we have, without any humans touching any of that camera, made by robots? The answer is yes. If a robot is designed,
If you want to think about it, I would say no. Because you need people to mine the ores, to create the parts.
no, you see, what you're doing now is this. I am saying if a robot, listen, if a robot is designed to manufacture cameras, and that initial programming is there already, then the robot can make cameras, right? Good. So now understand this. You have a camera, two hypotheses, two alternatives, made by designer or not a designer. Which makes sense to you? No, I didn't say human. Designer. Your designer can be a robot.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I find it strange when I'm talking with an atheist.
Here by accident.
You know what? I find it very strange.
Himself is not created.
I find it very strange when speaking to the atheist. When I talk about designer, they always talk about God. Look, a robot can design.
He's created by his parents by lottery.
Good. So, no, please. If I have a robot and nothing as a designer, which makes sense in terms of this the camera come about?
He's designed
Why?
by biological processes.
Because people made the robot.
No, that's not the reason. That's not the reason. That's not the reason. There is something else. You are saying, you are actually saying, look, if there is no conscious entity planning, organizing, designing, engineering, making it precise, then that thing would not come. So you are inferring that there has to be an engineer, a designer, a programmer that brings about this precise thing. Now, if you have a universe and you have two alternatives where there is no designer, there is no engineer, there is no programmer, and there is, and there is, which one makes sense as an option?
About a man-made thing compared to a natural process.
No, I get your point. Is your programmer you're talking about? Are you saying this is God? This programmer?
I am saying which is rational.
The only thing you're saying is what you're saying is the design issue is so perfect. It's not.
I'm not saying anything
This
about
is a
perfect.
failed design.
No, again, you are now creating another logical
There are
fallacy.
failures
You see,
in creation.
instead of
Children
accepting the need,
issue.
you know what? There's no point continuing in the discussion. Instead of with all respect to you, right? Listen,
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to make
Instead of accepting that there is a design or not a design, you are simply saying the design is faulty. That's not my argument. I am not saying this camera is the most perfect camera. It could be faulty.
But if it's a designer,
Sorry.
the designer...
It's probably better, right?
Right. But Mansour,
I'm not saying-
Mansour, the designer
No, you
of
was
this
right.
world, as you're saying, this creator, surely, to be a creator of this planet, has to be a being or something. When I asked you, what is your creator? I don't know, it's something so...
I didn't say I don't know.
Well, what is it then?
What did I say?
You said it's something that's not us, am I right? You said it's something that's not in our form, it's not
I
us.
said
It's
the creator...
something so out of what we are.
No, I didn't say that. I said the creator
Okay. Now
is
answer my
unique.
question.
Unique.
What is your creator? Where is
Unique.
it? What is your creator now? Where is your creator? What is
not in the creation. Outside.
Is he still here? Is it a he?
Understand?
Is it a she?
Look, understand something. This
Is the creator still here?
the creator
yeah.
is not within the creation. The creator created the creation
He's now
outside
the
of the
So
creation.
he's watching us.
Of course.
Right.
So now come back to your
So
point.
what
now.
dimension is he in?
How many dimensions does science know of?
Well, how many dimensions?
Now you tell me.
I'm talking about you from your.
No, I'm asking
your
you,
belief
how many
system.
listen.
I'm not the creator of this. You've
Listen,
created this.
listen.
I need to know what you've created.
I am saying,
You've created a god. Tell me about your
listen,
god.
I didn't
Listen to you.
I didn't
You're not-
create a God. This
your
is the
religion
only
created-
rational conclusion
Not just your
that
religion,
you
other
have to
religions.
agree on.
Right. But
This
you're-
is what you are submitting
No, no,
agreeing
but
on.
your creator-
You're saying there are two options. Matter has always been there. Listen, matter has always been
getting the
there,
question.
or the one who created the matter has always been there. I am saying now, which makes more sense?
Right.
A designer that created this universe, who has been always there, or the matter?
To us, it appears the matter makes.
Well, the matter,
Nice talking
it's
to you.
always existed.
And we talk again
Tell me
later
why
because
it
I have
can't
to
be
go
that.
now and pray time to come.
Can you quickly tell me why that can't be that then?
We have to talk again.
Can you quickly tell me why it can't be that? Why can't it
You see,
always exist?
every example that I gave about the camera, you said there has to be a designer.
He had something
But
to
when
do
it
with
comes to the universe, you don't need a designer. This is a reluctance of
Humans
accepting
design
logic.
that. That's the point. Human beings design that.
Whose is this?
It's SYED.
Yes.
Humans didn't design the trees.
When we see a design, there has to be a designer. Either the designer is a robot or something else, or a human being or something else. The fact remains there must be a designer. For this universe, human didn't design it. Neither did robots. So we have to find who is this designer. Is this designer matter itself? Which makes no sense. Matter is not conscious enough to design anything. It has no consciousness. So the designer has to be other than the matter itself.
Unless it's if it's in a closed system. The Earth is in a closed system. It receives energy
You
from
see,
the sun.
the matter is not conscious. If it's not a conscious being, it can't say, you know what, I'll organize this here and that there. Let me give you an example. Can an unconscious entity like matter make a cup of tea with 2 sugars?
No, but a human being can.
I'm not talking about human beings. I'm talking about matter. It can't. Because this matter that I'm talking about, rocks don't have consciousness. So they can't make a cup of tea. The universe, if it's just matter, eventually, eternally, it cannot create this universe with its precise laws and organization, complexity and harmony. That's my point.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you wait, we'll be back.
What's your name?
Simba.
Simba, nice talking to you.
Check the time, because I need to go soon.
Okay, we have to go and pray then.
I'm going to go, so I mean, are you here every Sunday?
Every Sunday, yeah. He's here.
If I see you again, I'll see you again.
No
I've
problem.
got to go.
All right, then. It'll be up on YouTube, yeah? You want to check the channel name?